Okay, Miriam Namtum, you're most welcome.
Thank you.
You're our personality of the week. Nice to have you.
Thank you, Gloria Gwitabingi, having
Can
me
you
on the
please
show.
tell us who is Miriam Namtebi?
Miriam Namtebi is a photojournalist. I would say I'm a free, creative, stylish photojournalist. I've been doing this for over 6 years, and well, describing myself, it's a little bit hard, but yeah, I'm just a free soul who is into photography.
How did you start? How did you realize you want to become a photographer?
Well, I have been, for a long time I've been into creative and art. I really like art and appreciate art, and the sixth sense. The sixth sense is the sixth eye. The sixth eye. So I've been into art for a very long time. I did art at A level, and when I finished, during my vacation, I got my first camera as a gift after my exams came out. I got my first camera from my dad. And well, playing with the camera and taking different things and playing with subjects, playing with objects, because I had an art background, that really got me interested in photography and what exactly is photography. So seeing my products, seeing my work after really excited me as a young girl. And when I joined campus, I decided to do industrial fine arts, and I majored in photography. So it was quite interesting to be, I mean, it's technology, devices, phones, cameras, it's so much information that surrounds a camera. So that really got me excited, and the fact that I like creativity, I like creative things for homes, for photos for homes, photos for publications, photos for just different things. So in the long run, it was really interesting. And also, I use photography as therapy. I am one who has experienced vitiligo. Vitiligo is a skin condition, and it really got me in a space and in a stage where I needed something to really yes, something to focus on and something that could help me go through that journey of vitiligo. And so I started taking photos of vitiligo victims. So when I did that over time, I realized, this is actually therapy to me. So it got me excited. I got creative about it. I got creative about the whole situation. And through that, it helped me heal, and it helped me also love the photography as an art. So there's so many aspects that really got me into photography, but that's one of them, yeah.
Your photos are so unique. As I was trying to scroll, even on Google, like everywhere, your photos are so unique. What draws you to a particular subject to bring out to convey all the emotions?
What draws me to a particular subject? I like color. I like color. Color excites the world. Color makes the world beautiful. I like color. When I look at a subject, it's not, I'm not just looking at a human being. I look at their futures. I look at beauty. I like appreciating beauty. I mean, we as humans are very beautiful people. So when I look at someone, I look at their futures. I look at their smile. I like teeth. I like teeth so much. So I look at someone's smile. I look at their body language. I look at their dressing. I look at their hairstyles. I look at so many things. And when I like to tell people I have the sixth sense. I have the sixth eye. So when I look at someone, or when I look at a subject or an object, I envision how it would be on a camera, how it would be on paper, how it would be printed out, how a portrait would look like. So that really gets me excited to try out photography. Also, if you have noticed, I'm also one who likes black and white. Black and white photos, I like them because they speak. They have a vintage touch attached to them. They have a time frame attached. I mean, when we look back at photos of Mutesa, all the way back, the black and white photos, you see the beauty. You see it speaks to you. So many things drew me to a subject, and the fact that after 6 years, I still look at something. I still look at a subject and I get excited to shoot that particular person or to shoot that particular object. It still excites me because it's different every day. I'm not going to have the same photos every day, so it's different and exciting, and I always look forward to what I will have at the end of the day, so it just excites me.
That's so interesting. Actually, also beautiful. That's why you are talking to beautiful stuff. Away from that, how do you start your day? How do you plan those unique shoots? Yeah.
Planning process in photography is it's really a two-way thing. There is one where it's just abrupt. You meet something and you look at it and you're like, oh, this will actually work for me, and you shoot.
That works for breaking the news.
Yes, the more you shoot and the more. But then also, it's a process to plan. First, you have to look at your equipment. Are they in the right order? Are they clean? You know, there are people out there who have very dirty cameras, but is your equipment clean? Is your equipment in order? Is it charged? Because that helps you in the long run to set your mind. You don't want to get to a place and you are panicking because you have low battery, you have no battery, you have wrong settings. So it gets you to plan. And also getting to a place early, getting to my shooting place early. It helps me know my environment, know my subject, speaking to your subject, knowing your subject, getting a little bit, I won't say intimate, but getting a little bit personal with your subject. It helps you get to know someone. You will know someone who doesn't want to smile. You will know someone who has their best side is left, their best side is right. So it helps you plan your shooting and stuff, but also time is very important. Time is very important. You know, in the photojournalism world, everything moves on time. So for you to get to know that this is the point where I need to shoot and not miss that shot, you have to be very attentive, a very attentive person. I usually get to rooms and I don't talk. It's not that I don't want to talk to people that are in the rooms or where I'm doing my assignments from, but it's just that I'm taking time in, and I'm taking personal time in to get to know my environment, to get to know to read the room. They say to read the room. Yeah, I get to read the room and get to know at what point do I need to click that camera and take that photo that will be exciting and that will make me happy at the end of the day. So the planning process is personal. But for me, it's just about time management. Time management is a very crucial thing in photojournalism.
Can you please tell me about any memorable or impactful assignments you have ever worked
on? The impactful assignments, there are quite a number, I would say. One, when I was really just starting out in my photojournalism career, I got a chance to cover the pop. When the pop came to Uganda, I guess in 2016, thereabouts, 2016, 17, I got to cover the pop. I was really a pretty young girl, new to the field. I think it was like my 3rd month in the field, and my photo editor had the confidence in me to tell me, you will cover the pop.
To trust you with such a big
Yes,
event.
to trust me with something that big at my younger age. Not really age, but when I'm just really starting out in my career. I planned for the pop like I was hosting the pop myself. I bought suits, I bought this, I bought this. I was at the venue very, very, very early, so that I give no room for excuses. You can't enter, you can't get in. Yes. I would say the covering of the Pope was something that I really, really remember. And the images that got out, the images that I got from covering the Pope really excited me. Yeah, and then there are various assignments, the assignments I covered that helped me win an award in 2017, 18, 19, and 21. In the Uganda Photo Press Awards and also a mention among the best photographers in the country in 2020. So the assignments are quite a number. So the coming of the Pope, I've covered different presidents visiting the country. And this really happened in the early stages of my career, so they still get me excited and happy that I actually got a chance to do that. I have covered Toji Kwatako in Parliament when the MPs fought. I have covered different things. Major events in Uganda that people will look back in time and say, the elections, I did the 2016 elections and the recent elections that ended. So there are really different assignments that I can't put pen to, but if I'm to sit down and write them down, they really get me excited that I actually covered that.
Writing a book, or someone wrote a book.
Writing a book,
Yeah,
not yet.
mostly that thing.
Maybe at 50. Yeah, maybe at 50 when I'm retiring.
Okay, I wish you good luck when that time comes. How do you navigate the ethical constellation is, how do you respect people's privacy? Because being a photographer, so many photos comes out. For you, how do you do it?
The ethical bit of photojournalism, I have learned a word over time when I'm shooting, and that is no. When someone says no, it's not a do or die. When someone says no, they have reasons why they are saying no. So when someone says no, I just put down my camera, because at the end of the day, I believe this is a fellow human being. This is someone like me. If I was to put myself in their shoes, I would be in the same situation if someone wrongfully or took my photo by force. So when someone says no, it's not a do or die. You respect privacy, and then there are just normal ethical bits in photojournalism. People like cancer patients, children, very important. Children are a very important subject because you don't know how the other party, I'm talking about the parent, would take it. So children are very sensitive, patients are very sensitive, war victims are very sensitive, victims of trafficking, sex trafficking, child trafficking are very sensitive. So it's just about reading. You know, in photojournalism, there's a lot of research that you have to do. You have to read a lot. And
even photographers do research.
yes, you do research. You have to read. You have to know a few things. You don't want to get into a place and there are war victims and you're just taking their photos just because you're at an assignment and you're just snapping. This is privacy that you have to respect. You have to respect certain things. You have to respect people. You have to respect. It also attaches to your name. You don't want to be the person they say, it also comes with a level of respect that you will be given. Yes, that you would be given out there. Your brand, how does it impact your brand? Are you the kind of person when you get to a place they will chase you from the gate because they have marked you for disrespecting people's privacy? So you have to be a little bit sensitive when you're doing these assignments and you're doing photography. And also you have to know different techniques, blurring children's faces, just basic things that people bypass, but they are very important.
Yeah, I think that can even help your success to trust you.
Yes, it also builds trust with your people. It builds trust with the people that you work with. Yeah, because they know the kind of person you are when it comes to work and the ethics that you hold in your work. So it brings a level of respect. Yeah.
We are in a digital world. So many equipments have come on board. How does that help in you executing your work? Because before we used to see black and white photos, but now the photos are colored, and then it has other features I don't even know.
Well, I would say photography is an expensive field. It's not a buy and sell. It's not that you're going to go and say, I'm buying this camera today and I'm selling off this one. I'm buying this one and I'm selling off this one. There's so many things you have to buy. It's an expensive field. But also it has come with so much advancement. The progress in photography relating to cameras is so high out there. I would relate it to an iPhone. Before you hold the iPhone 15, the 16, you're seeing features of iPhone 16 already out. So it's the same with photography. Cameras are out there. Right now we're on the mirrorless camera. Mirrorless camera that costs over 20 million per body. So it's about, but it has also come with stages. We started with film photography. Film photography has literally been phased out. Now we are with the digital, and now with the digital, before we know it, they've introduced mirrorless cameras. So it comes with new things, and the challenge is the pricing. It's not something you can wake up and just buy. It's quite expensive. But also, as I told you earlier, photography is about research. You have to read so much and educate yourself about these advancements in technology, because never know, you may get to a place and you are given a camera that is recent and you have even never heard of it, or you have no idea how. Yes, exactly. So you get to learn, you get to teach yourself, you get to read, you get to research. Any small minute you have, you read about the technologies that are attached to photography and the new styles and the new techniques and the new cameras, so that you get yourself abreast with this information. Yeah.
You have covered so many assignments. Let me say, what are some of the challenges you face? Miriam, being a lady in the men-dominated world.
Well, the challenges are there. The challenges are quite many. Well, how to overcome them? You have to be straight to your word. You have to be firm with your word. But the challenges are many. Challenges are many, where you get to a place and someone looks at you and is like, you're the photographer, you're the photojournalist, and you're like, yes. I like, really? I usually wear high heels, and people will be like, how will you work in high heels? You get, and they look at you because they take that feminine thing about you, and they think you can't perform, you can't work, you can't, because you want to be smart, you want to look good at your work. There's a certain confidence it gives you when you look good. Smart, yes. Yeah. And you are judged by that. Why are you wearing high heels? Will you be able to run? Will you be able to do this? Yes. And then there are certain environments you go to and you doubt. You are like, what am I really doing here? Things like strikes, things like demonstrations, they get a little bit challenging at the end of the day, because you are female in 20 males. You are all pushing at the same line for a particular photo. So at some point, yes, at some point you have to get the masculinity bit of it. You have to be like a man. You have to be out there and push for what you want. So there are so many challenges. We deal with different people, we deal with different subjects. There are challenges of I wouldn't say sexual harassment, because it's up to you to decide on what you want to go for. Either it's a no, or it's a yes or a yes. But there are challenges of sexual harassment. I'm sure you have heard so many other photojournalists say this. Sexual harassment, you are looked at, you are undermined by men, you are treated in a certain type of way. You get what I mean? But at the end of the day, these challenges, it's a work hazard. These are all work hazards, yes. But you just have to be firm on your ethics. You just have to be firm on the kind of person that you are. That I'm here for work, and after work I'm leaving. I'm here for this, and this is what I'm here for only. So you have to just be firm with yourself. Yeah.
Lastly, maybe before you forget, what makes your work like apart, unique? There are so many photographers in this country, but for someone to be able to identify this is Miriam Namteri's work, what makes it?
I wouldn't want to blow the trumpet for myself, yeah. But creativity. I like to add a little bit of touch, an extra touch in my work. My art, I like to play around with my camera, my angles, my compositions, my colors, my post-production. When I'm post-producing my photos, I make them really, I set them according to the mood of the assignment. If it is a sad assignment, I post-produce according to that mood so that it shows the effect, my clarity of the subject. There's so many things that are connected to post-production, but also the art value that I attach to my work. I like playing around with color, with movement, with motion, there's so many things. So I would say certain different, I would be blowing my own trumpet. Maybe that's a question that so many other people can answer on my behalf.
Okay, I understand that. So lastly, where do you see yourself in, let me say, in the next 5 years?
5 years retired. And in the next 5 years, I would like to grow in my career. I would like to take the back seat in my career and be the one on the receiving end, be the editor of the so many photos that come through. But in the next 5 years, advancement in career, I would like to be one that is impacting change in society now, helping young photographers that are coming out there, the females, the males, really any gender that are coming out, because it's a challenging field. But if you have someone to hold your hand, the way I had different photographers hold my hand, it really helps you a great deal. So in the next 5 years, I'd want to be one that helps others grow in their career, but also take the back seat and be on the receiving end of so many photos and be on the decision-making table of different photos that come through around the world, and be in the editing seat. Yeah. Thank you for having me.
For everything, for your time, for what we appreciate.
Thank you for having me.
That has been me. I'm Gwitabingi. Thank you for watching.